Hello, my beautiful souls. This is Julie with Into Heart Space, and we're here looking at your teen forecast. Thank you so much for everyone who is watching and who has subscribed and shared this video. I am so grateful to all of you. So much love and joy to everyone who's watching and everyone who keeps coming back. It's so great to get to know all of you, and thank you. Thank you. Full of gratitude. Also, all of the readings resonate with your sun, moon, or rising sign. So make sure to go to the to the website that I have linked below to look at your natal chart. And then you can look where your sun, your moon, or your rising sign is. And also, you know what? Sometimes I resonate with different signs because we all have all signs in our natal chart. And some months I feel more Scorpio, and some months I feel more Aquarius. And if I feel that in heart, then I go and I listen to it, because a lot of times those resonate with me in a way that I hadn't anticipated. So, don't always be so narrow that you have to just listen to your sun sign. A lot of times my rising sign resonates first and foremost. So stay open to your heart, and it will guide you. The deck I am using for this yearly forecast is the Prisma Visions deck, created by James Eads. He's amazing. The art on this is incredible and deep and lush and passionate, and just, I love it. I love it. So I have linked his website below, so you can go look at his site and get a deck of your own. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I'm also offering yearly readings for teen. You can go to a website, email me, and we can set up a time to link up, or I can create a video for you and send it to you. And it's really reasonably priced, and I love being able to do readings for you. It's one of my joys. Also, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I do daily inspiration card pulls every day just to give you something to think about throughout the day. And always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, answers, feel free to email me, or you can just leave a comment below. Always know that I will respond to every single comment that you leave, the good, the bad, the ugly. We all have all sides to us, and I recognize all of them. So thank you again. So much love, joy, and blessings. Remember, listen to your heart, and your body will follow. Hello, Cancer. This is Julie with Into Heart Space, and we're looking at 17. The energy surrounding you for 17. So let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy, to guide us on this reading. What messages do we have for Cancer 17? What energies are surrounding Cancer for 17? This is the Prisma Visions Tarot deck, 17 Cancer. Okay. And let's see what the energy is coming in from the remainder of 16, and that is, I can't see the card, the Five of Swords. So 16 could have been filled with some tiffs, some arguments with others, learning to stand your ground, Gemini, and not Gemini, Cancer. Sorry, this is for Cancer. This reading is for Cancer. And it could have been a struggle, trying to stand your ground, say what you believe in, all while, combating people you care about or respect. But it is leading you onto this butterfly. And this card came up in a different reading, 14. So same thing for you guys, Cancer, in the regards that, these skills that you are learning from arguing with others is rising you up, making you stronger for the future. All right, so we have Three of Wands, and then we have, let me do it by month. This is the overview, Three of Wands. So we have February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay. All right, so the Three of Wands here. This is preparing for the future. This is getting everything, all your ducks in the row. 17 is really going to be all about you getting ready. It's going to be about preparing and knowing that there's more out there, and that you need to go explore at Cancer. So no longer can we stay in our shells as Cancers. We have to go out and meet our community, meet our world, because they need us. We have the Queen of Chalices in Mary. So I feel like it's you, Cancer. I really do. I'm going to pull out a clarifier card in just a minute. But you're coming into your own. That's what you've been working on, is finding your strength and being able to say no, and being able to say no, that's not what I need right now. And that's a big deal. Queen of Chalice is a water sign, so if it's not you, it's somebody who exhibits water-like tendencies, and so they could have, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer are water signs, so they have that type of feeling, but it's being in control of your emotions and being able to help others out in their time of need with it, like a loving and caring hand. Now let's pull out a clarifier just in case it's not you, and even if it is you, but it could be you're drawing somebody like this into your life too, because you're preparing your life, and we need assistance, we need others. Okay, so the Eight of Chalices. So yeah, this is, not being able to see the future, being stuck in the fog, being kind of confused about what's going on. And so I feel like this Queen of Chalices is coming in to clear out some of the choices, clear out what isn't needed and the confusion that has set in. So if it is you, the reason why you are rising up is because you have been so confused. And so now you're starting to realize that, this confusion is really an emotional confusion, and you're finding out where your heart is, and that's where you're going to start following. Then we have the Ace of Wands in February, which is a continuation of realizing who you are, what you are, and your importance. So you're going to start something new, something that really hits you in, like, I got it, eureka, this is it, and the Ace of Wands is a fire energy, so like a Sagittarius, like an Aries, like Leo, and it could be that you are starting a new beginning with somebody who is a fire sign, but this new job, this new cycle that you're about to embark on with the Ace of Wands is exciting, and you are totally thrilled about it, and all you can say is, I got a feeling about it. I just know this is where I need to be and who I need to be with. I just know it. So it's going to be very exciting. We have the Eight of Swords. So this could be loss. This could be sadness, depression, feeling left out, feeling confused and alone. But I'm not too concerned, to tell you the truth. I mean, it could be, for some of you guys, like all this excitement that you've had, and free just kind of dissipates, and you're like, wait a minute, but I was so excited for this. Where did it all go? What happened? I think it's part of your lesson. Well, of course it's part of your lesson, but this is needed. This little dip is really important. I think it's to humble you in a way. So Cancer, it's like, oh, this new beginning, I'm so excited, woohoo, let's do this. And then it kind of like the rug gets pulled from underneath you, and you're like, wait a minute, landing on your back, how did this happen? So you have to go back to planning, you have to go back to self, you have to go back to the roots of everything, and figure out a better way of going about it. And I do feel like this is more about career, but it could be linked with a relationship. And, this relationship that you just started, it's not going so well, and so you feel confused and upset by it. And, you could have a breakup during this time too. Like, you could lose a relationship that you really care about. But it's to rise you to the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is, going to your future, going to your destiny, being able to skip through the water without any effort, just knowing where you need to go. So it's like we get back on track with this Ace of Wands in February. And the reason why you can do it is because you had this moment where everything fell out from underneath you, and instead of giving up, you pushed forward and said, well, that didn't work, let me try it again. Let me try a new way of doing it. And with that, you glide over to where you need to go. And so this is like a continuation of the Ace of Wands. Like, okay, we're back up. We're back at it. Let's get back. Let's do this. Let's prepare for our future. Let's prepare for where we need to be. And you might start to get really obsessed about this journey. You might get really obsessed and just push through everything. And we have the devil here. And so on this during teen, in me, there's a couple things that could happen with this. You get obsessed about where you are, about this situation, this new beginning that you have started. It could be in career, it could be with a relationship, and you start to just saturate yourself with only that and forgetting every other aspect of your life. Now, if that happens, you step back. So in me, it's time to take a step back and see the entire picture, because you're just kind of looking at one aspect of your life instead of the whole entire thing, and you're missing details and important aspects that you've been neglecting for the last few months. So this could be in Spirit says family, that you haven't been as close to your family as you should have been at the beginning of the year because you've been working so hard. So this is your time to reconnect with them, to break from this obsessive compulsive attitude that you've been carrying, which has gotten you very far, and it's awesome, but you have to balance yourself out now and recognize that there is more to your life than just this one situation. Another one is that it could be a plot twist. And so you're going along, you're excited, you're back on track, and then you get hit with another wall. You get hit with another hurdle that you have to overcome. And even though that's really difficult to do, it's part of your lesson to make whatever you're doing stronger, or make whatever relationship you're in stronger. Now remember, this reading is really an energetic reading for the year, so I'm not going into a lot of specifics, because there's so many aspects of your life. So this is just like an overview of like some of the strong things that are going to be going on through your year. In June, we have the Magician. Now, this is I love this card. It's this gentleman standing over the new moon, and he's playing with a little human in his hand. So this is saying that you have the power, you have the strength to manipulate others. You have the power, the strength to help out others. Which one are you going to do? Are you going to manipulate them into doing what you want them to do, or are you going to help others rise up to their full potential, even if that doesn't serve your wants and your needs? So this is, the Magician is a very powerful card, and it's related to Mercury, Gemini, and a little bit of Virgo, I would say even. So it's like the power of the power of your voice, the power of who you are, your presence with others. And it's powerful right now, Cancer. People are looking to you for advice. They're looking to you for answers, and they will believe what you say. So make sure whatever is coming out of your mouth and whatever coming out of your spirit is, let me rephrase that. Whatever is coming out of your mouth is what's coming from your spirit. Be very clear, be very honest about whatever you do. Do not allow the lower energy of manipulation to seep in, because that will be your challenge, and you'll want to, because it'll be easier. It'd be so much easier for you to manipulate somebody into doing what you want them to do. But don't do it. Don't do it. We have the Page of Swords. So this is a message coming in from someone. Swords energy is air, so that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, it's going to be a quick tongue. It's going to be a quick message. You're going to get it fast and furious, And it could also be coming from a younger energy too. So it could be coming from somebody in their early teens to early. But it's a message. It's a message that kind of blows your mind in a way. It blows your mind and you didn't expect it. But I think, I do feel like it's with the Magician. It's linked absolutely with that, is that you have been, going along your journey and recruiting people to be on your side in a way. And this could be in work, this could be in a relationship, and it could be with family too. but kind of getting your tribe together, getting your people together. And you, for the most part, I believe you will be doing it in a very kind, just manner. But, the Page of Swords could be bringing you a message that somebody doesn't see it that way. They're like, nope, they think you're a fraud. They think that, what you're saying is a bunch of malarkey. And you have to stand your ground, Oh, it's this one. Okay. King of Chalices. So you have to be the King of Chalices. You have to rise up and not let their pettiness get to you. Because the message that they're sending you should not truly affect your situation. You should just take it as, oh, okay, it's good to know that's what people are thinking and that's what people are capable of, but that's not me, and I'm going to stay true and honest in myself. Oh, holy moly, there's all of these people, Page of Chalices. Oh, okay, but this is making sense, though. So the Page of Swords, I think, is coming in kind of not, with like gossip, and you have to stand strong in who you are. And then I think you'll get a new message, like a message of love and being adored. And like, oh, okay, well, now people are saying that, you're amazing and what you're doing really makes sense and is needed. Yeah, and you guys will be able to celebrate together, and you'll be able to celebrate this newfound, like, appreciation for where everyone is, this new understanding, bringing everyone to a level. But it will only happen if you stand in your strength, in your love, in your heart, in your spirit, and say, you know what, I understand that's what people are saying, but that's not who I am. And say it in a graceful way, but also just say it through your actions, say it through who you are and what you're doing. And then, you'll get the accolades, you'll get the message from everyone like, oh, we get it. Excellent. Thank you. And you'll be able to celebrate. So that's lovely. And this, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is even better. See, after these trials and tribulations, we get to enjoy our lives. We get to enjoy our friends, our tribe, and feel content. And like we are finally getting to where we want to be, Cancer. And we feel the love of others, and we feel the love in ourselves. And we want to continue this journey with everyone because we know it's the right way. We know that it's beneficial to everyone. So Cancer, go with your bad self and make that happen. Make that connection with Earth, connection with community, especially in Moon. Like, that this is your test. This is your test to get to the Ten of Pentacles. So acknowledge that instead of shrinking down to it. Acknowledge your gifts of persuasion, your gifts of understanding all the elements of in life, and rise to the Ten of Pentacles. And in October, November. So this is, let me see. I think I got lost on months. November, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yep, you get to. Okay, so then in August, we have Justice. So I think in August you're going to have to really pay attention to legalities, to contracts, to things made with other people, like agreements made with other people. And I love how this card is shown because it's a snake biting the hand and chopping, and the sword is chopping the snake. And in that, when we have that card, it's it's kind of like it's this card really represents kind of a warning of like, you have to take care of things before it gets too bad. All right, so chop the snake in half before it gets to your hand, and because you're going to see it coming on if you pay attention to the details. So Justice is asking you to pay attention to the details, pay attention to everything, and it's a nice reminder because you're going to feel so lush and beautiful, and like everything is coming up roses, and so you might let some things slide. And this is saying, don't let those slide. Don't let them slide, because then it's going to become an issue if you do. And it won't be an issue before that. So if you just take care of all of your legalities, paperwork, things like that beforehand, it won't become an issue. Don't let them sit. Take care of it. June, July, August, and that's in September. Where we have the Queen of Wands. So this is another person I feel like coming in, a Queen of Wands. And I feel like it's I mean, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. They're going to be creative and kind of, they're going to make you laugh. And it's a fire sign, so you're going to feel passion for them. So this, it could be a love situation for those of you who don't have relationships at that time, or it could, be a new business person who you guys have the same mindset and the passion for your work. Um, but they're gonna just make you smile and have fun. Like I said, it's a fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. But let's pull a clarifier. Four of Swords. Okay, so they're there to remind you to rest. Okay? That they're going to be like, have fun, enjoy yourself. It's time. You need to do that, remember? Remember that you're a full human being and you're not superhuman, and sometimes you need to take a breather. So this is going to be your month to take a breather. In October, in October, Queen of Wands. Okay, I might have said earlier, it's October. Yeah, so this person is going to be your personal respite in a way. They're going to take you away from the grind, the daily grind of getting all your ducks in a row the prior month, and allow you to have fun, take you dancing, wine tasting, horseback riding, hiking. They're going to just help you alleviate some of the stress that you have built, and you will be so happy and enjoy it. So enjoy that time. That'll be fun. And then we have the High Priestess in November is going to be, I think, after this rest will give space to recognize, oh, I had to rest so that I could recognize where I was, because you were getting wrapped up in taking care of some things which were important, and you had to. It was very important that you did this, but it could have been really exhausting. And now you're stepping into yourself of like, okay, now I understand that I have to take care of things when they happen. And that includes myself. And that includes, my spirit, my soul, mind, my body. And find a really beautiful balance with that. And go in and out of all these different realms that you have created of work, taking care, legalities, beautiful family, friends, new lover, joy, excitement, adventure, that all of these are who you are, and not one of them is secular to the others, that you need all of these different aspects in your life. And now you're learning how to combine them so that you can be a whole human being, so that you can continue on with your goal. And through that, I think you will either pull in the Queen of Swords or become the Queen of Swords. But actually, no, I don't think you will become the Queen of Swords. I think you are truly the High Priestess. Yeah, I do. I think this is so you, the High Priestess. Because you've transcended mind, body, spirit in some regards. Like, you can go in and out of it, and that nothing is just one thing, And the High Priestess represents Cancer, and it represents the moon. This is your card, Cancer. So you are coming into your own. You're coming into your power, your strength, your beauty. And with that, there's two ways that this could go. The Queen of Wands is coming in to send another challenge to see if you can stay within your power and your strength, and try to quiet you and try to take away everything that you've been working on and say, no, you're not worth it. No, I won't allow you to be this beautiful, sparkling human being that you have become. No. And might be jealous of you and might lie and cheat you. Or this person could be on your side and say, oh gosh, this is you're so beautiful. Wow. Okay, let me help you with some of these aspects that you are not strong at. And that's kind of the sword suit, and that's kind of the mind, the details, being able to say fierce things quickly without really thinking about it. You want to process, you want to think about things, you want to mull things over, and then this card is saying, nope, do it now, take care of it. We don't have all day. So let's pull a clarifier really quick just to see what is happening. Queen of Swords clarifier. Page of Pentacles. That's another person. Okay. So with the Queen of Swords, I think she's bringing you a message. She's bringing you a message of abundance. So for a small fraction of people, I think she could be like the negative woman who is trying to cut you down. And in doing that, you have to cultivate your own abundance. But for a major for the majority of cancers, I do feel like she's here to help. She's here to help you rise up. She's here to get you, to give you choices of abundance. And the Seven of Swords. Oh, interesting. Okay. Seven of Swords is the trickster card. Interesting. So this is an interesting little plot twist right here. In the Queen of Swords, probably an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're going to come in. They're going to give you promises of abundance, promises of being there for you, of helping you out, having your best interest. It's going to be a lie. It's not going to be their true intentions. Ah, bummer. So it just completely switched as soon as this Seven of Swords came out. So let me flip that. The majority of people, it's going to be the trickster person who's trying to slice and dice you. And for the minority, it's going to be some people who are going to try to help you out. And I don't, in all honesty, I don't even want to put that on the plate anymore, because I really do get the sense that this is somebody out to kind of try to bring you down in a way, try to hurt you and take away what you have built. And they're going to do it in a facade of loving and caring about you and wanting to help you succeed, but their true wishes is to bring you down. So just be careful, like because you're going to already be in a really intuitive place, and you'll be vibing. You will be able to vibe people right away. So as soon as you meet this queen, you'll feel it. Acknowledge that. Don't be like, oh, you're the person. You're going to try to screw me over. Don't do that. Listen, nod your head, and, limit their help. Limit where they are, and be intelligent about your communication with them is the biggest concern, because you're becoming stronger and stronger and stronger all year. Like you really are building for something so much larger than just this year. And so the people will be coming in to try to tear it down, out of jealousy, out of anger that they couldn't do it, which is still, jealousy in a way, but from hate and greed too, Stay strong though, Cancer. You have this beautiful soul that is just, going places. So let's call on the angels to see some added guidance. What is the overarching message for Cancers for 17? Okay. Crown chakra. Okay, there we go. Let me read it to you. Pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. Okay, I'm done. Perfect. Yep, that's exactly it. Let me say it one more time. Pay attention to your ideas, Cancer, as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. Yep, this is a new beginning. This is a new wave. This is you coming into your own power, acknowledging it, loving it, and growing it. So this is, we could trickle it down to just a relationship, or to, career, or your family and things like this. But Cancer, always know that at the root of everything is your soul and your spirit, and you are growing that, and you are growing your energy, your energetic field around yourself, and it's radiating out to the universe, and we can feel it. And this is what this year for you is about radiating that feeling to everyone, paying attention to your divine guidance, listening to what they have to say, and being able to go in and out of these realms of this divine guidance, and then go have, a hot dog at a baseball game, like in the morning you're convening with God, and then at the end of the day you're playing putt-putt. Like, you can do both. successfully, because you are that person who goes in and out, that we call to for energetic space and love and joy and healing. So that's really awesome, Cancer. Okay, if you would like a personal reading, find me on my website or email, Facebook or Twitter. I will be with you all of teen with monthly readings and just little tidbits on new moons and Mercury retrogrades and things like that. Okay, much love, joy, and blessings.